Headline: Woman wins national prize for creating chair that forces men to sit with their legs closed. Here it is on the right hand side of the screen. This strapping young man, who must eat plenty of beef, no soy at all, is sitting on this chair here, which has been designed perhaps by this lady. I've not read it that closely. But yeah, if you see, right, there seems to be ridges. Can we call that, I don't know, a ridge or something? Which are at an angle in order to not allow the man to to spread his legs in the same manner that this lady is. I presume this is the lady. Sorry for it, assuming a gender. Uh, but he can't do that in this chair. Oh, I'm assuming his gender too, aren't I? He can't do that because it would be painful because his legs would be on the ridge. So he has to have his knees together, his legs closed, so that he's able to sit comfortably. What an amazing design, lady. Let's have a look. A British student won a national prize, so not a local prize, a national prize for designing chairs that force men to sit with their legs closed, thereby preventing the practice commonly known as manspreading. And we all know that manspreading is a heinous act. Stop fucking manspreading, bitch. Layla Laurel, a 2019 graduate of the University of Brighton, won the Belmond Award this week for her work entitled A Solution for Manspreading. The Belmond Award is a national prize granted at the New Designers event in London, which showcases university students' work. Well, hey, look, let me say this. The Belmond Award is now, if it wasn't before, completely and utterly worthless. So if you're a previous or future recipient of the Belmond Award, don't feel too good about it, because it's rubbish. Here's a quote. I am completely shocked but very happy and honoured to have won the Belmond Award, and I am looking forward to designing with them this year, Laurel told a UK outlet, The Argus. And here we go, some more pictures. This could be Laurel. It could be. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I'm not sure. But she's allowed to manspread. Look, she's got her fucking knees apart. Look at that manspreading, taking up all of that fucking space. You're not a member of the patriarchy, love. And then we got this strapping young man, big, beefy, and look at his knobbly knees closed together. What a fucking cuck. Boy, why are you sitting there? Why don't you just shove that chair down her throat? That's what I would do. Well, I wouldn't really. Okay, moving on. According to the New Designers website, the competition's judges found Laurel's work to be bold, purpose-driven design that explores the important role of design in informing space, a person's behavior, and societal issues of today. Because, I mean, look, let's be honest, manspreading, what this bitch is doing here, right, is a heinous act, and it's a severe issue which is inflicted upon society. It's probably one of the biggest societal issues of today. Yeah, I mean, you think about it, you got wars going on in the Middle East, you got famine going on in areas of Africa, you got drought across Australia, you've got all the racism that you have all the world over, the whiteys suppressing the blacks, you still got all the slavery hangover and all of this. We got the patriarchy oppressing all the little women, all the vulnerable women, every last one of them. We got the men stealing all of the wages and all of this. We got all of these societal problems, which are quite important, quite important, but none of them touch on the severity of manspreading. So well done, Laurel. You are tackling the major issues of the day. The article moves on. Manspreading explained for those that aren't aware of it. Why wouldn't you be aware of it? In recent years, feminists and women's rights advocates have railed against the manspreading phenomenon. Women complain. Oh, they do, don't they? Fuck me, do women complain. Women complain that manspreaders, especially on public transport, sit with their legs wide apart and take up more space than needed. According to feminists, what may appear to be an innocuous practice is actually a problematic assertion of patriarchal power. Yeah, I mean, some fucking morons think manspreading is just like innocuous. Like it's just like one of those things that probably occur because men have typically, not all men, maybe not this man, but typically men have balls, testicles, right about here in the crotch region, and men seem to naturally have a preference to allow their balls to not be squished when they sit down. Just seems to be something kind of natural, seeing as it happens the world over. But let's completely disregard any natural tendency that a man might have, because obviously, yeah, this kind of behavior, sitting like this, is going to lead to further problems, because this is just like a man asserting their patriarchal power. It's basically saying, "Hey, bitches, yeah, look at me. I'm sitting. My legs are apart, right? And if you don't fucking watch yourself, bitches, I'll probably come over there. I'll probably rape you. I'll probably beat you up. I'll probably steal your wages. I'll fucking do whatever the fuck I want, won't I? Because I'm a member of the patriarchy, proven by the way I fucking sit, bitch." Progressive journalist Liz Plank, writing for Mike, which is a leftist magazine, I believe, in 2015, outlined the various ways the purportedly sexist phenomenon harms society. Well, gosh, hasn't it? I mean, where would you start? Here's a quote. "By virtue of being occupied by both men and women, space is inherently gendered." Obviously. Didn't we all know that? I think you're telling us things that we already know. You're preaching to the choir, love, whoever it was that wrote this. Obviously, space is inherently gendered. God. I mean, like, when we walk into a room, don't you just realize, oh gosh, I could feel the patriarchy. Oh no. That's why we need the safe spaces, isn't it? So we can have somewhere which is free from oppression just for a few moments to allow ourselves to enjoy, I don't know, something or other. So the quote goes on: "The way women and men interact is guided by norms and scripts that steer our behavior in a way that is so powerful that it is often unconscious. Research shows that when in public, women tend to occupy less space. I wonder if that's because they're smaller. Holding legs closer together. I wonder if that's because they wear skirts and don't really want men to be able to see their panties, and keeping their arms closer to their bodies. Okay, men, on the other hand, are more likely to have their legs spread at a whopping 10 to 15-degree angle and keep their arms 5 to 10 degrees away from their bodies." Oh my god, I didn't realize it was that much of a problem. Oh my god, oh god. And here I was trying to trivialize this, and look, this is a whopping 10 degrees, 10 to 15 degrees. Maybe it's even 17 or 18 degrees. Look at the amount of space that you're taking up. Couldn't you just sit like this so you're taking up less space, other than, of course, your upper torso, which you can't really do too much about. And if you look at it, if you look at the lines I'm drawing with my cursor, in actual fact, isn't a great deal of space. I mean, if you look at her man spreading is only marginally wider than her upper torso. Moving on, but this isn't just about space. Researchers have found that taking expansive body postures doesn't just make people feel more entitled, it also makes them more likely to steal, cheat, and fail to respect traffic laws. So manspreading can breed bigger problems than just crowded subway cars. Crowded subway cars. It reinforces attitudes and behaviors that are harmful for society as a whole. Yeah, so look, I mean, if you sit like this, you're likely going to become a criminal. I mean, you might as well just go straight to jail, love. I mean, what are you planning on doing next? Like waving your arms, like is something like that? Is that what do you plan? Swinging a cat in an enclosed space? This is criminal. And even though this might seem innocuous to some ignorant white cis male bastards, this is obviously going to lead to more detrimental behavior. Now, this is a nice young man. Look at this. Look how nice and politely he sat. Yeah? He's not bothering anybody, is he? No, you are, bitch. Look at you, your fucking legs apart. God, what are you going to do? Rob a fucking bank?